Hello and welcome to Split Screen, brought to you by Insert Coin.
Red Dead 1, then Mass Effect, and Mass Effect 2 in a really short time period. So I was having the greatest gaming summer of my life.
Yeah, everybody in that game is dressed so, even beat with the wonky glasses and everything else. It's good style.
What is your go-to gaming snack?
I don't snack while I play video games.
We'll just strike that from the record. Luke doesn't eat. That's just what we're going to take from this.
Not Luke doesn't eat. Luke doesn't eat snacks while he plays games. Is this so wrong?
Hello and welcome to Split Screen Live, a very special edition of the Insert Coin podcast. It's filmed in front of a live audience. Woo! My name's Dan Long and I'm here to introduce you to some of the amazing people from in and around the world of video games. The people who love gaming just as much as you do. And it's an amazing guest today, a real pleasure. As he would describe, a real mensch. It's my privilege and honour to introduce John Robertson, aka Robotron. No, it's okay, you don't have to come out yet. It's fine. I'm building my part. God. Aka Mr. Darkroom, from the Darkroom, comedian, novelist, and living, breathing video game icon. John is an absolute legend with sell-out award-winning shows to his name and a whole legion of fans, slightly affectionately known as Darrens, from all over the world. And today he's here, right in front of you. Gaze upon his glory. John, welcome.
Hey folks. A couple of things as we start. One, I didn't write any of that.
He did.
As an intro, I did. Shut up. And two, for someone with legions of fans, not at this moment. Let's be fair. We've got a handful of supporters and some people who work here just having their lunch, and people who just wanted a quiet sit down. And that's perfect.
They won't have the quiet sit down. They do have a sit
true.
down.
It's good to be with you. All right.
Shall we sit down?
Oh, whatever works, mate. Let's enjoy these couches, which are surprisingly unstained for the stage of a Comic Con.
It's a bold choice of colour, right?
It is.
For a Comic Con.
I wouldn't say I'm proud of it. Right.
So how are you? You good? Are you having a good show so far?
I'm having a wonderful time. I did my show, The Dark Room, last night, which was bloody Yes. These are all the people who were awake after that. We had a great one last night. The crowd were really pumping and were really enjoyable and it just felt great. And then I woke up with a hangover from behaviour rather than alcohol, and that was good. And hang on a second, just in the front row there. Don't you have a friend dying of tuberculosis in Red Dead Redemption 2? I thought so. Okay, hello Dutch, nice to see you. Good, I just wanted to provide some context so I'm not just yelling, hey Dutch, out of nowhere. Yeah, so I'm very well. We've had a great Comic-Con, and how are you doing?
I'm all right. It's a good Comic-Con, a great Comic-Con so far. Shall I launch into questions for you?
If
I've
you
got
want
some
to.
questions.
Actually, just quietly, who was here yesterday at Comic-Con yesterday, yeah? Okay, are you enjoying the fact that now there are less people here? You can walk from place to place? Yeah, I went to the toilet and got there when I needed to today. Yes! Oh, marvellous. I might just sort of come stand near you guys, actually. This is not a bad
That's fine. I can rest my weary bones.
Please do.
And you can mingle.
There aren't enough people to mingle, mate. I'll tell you what, we are killing it for a socially distanced gig. This is going really well.
Yeah, it's a mingling for one.
I do that later in the hotel. Please, what is your question?
So, okay, I have prepared some questions. So, question one. You die. You die. What do you think it is that people love about dying in video games?
Oh, I mean, it's the sign that what you were doing meant something.
Yeah.
And that you get to have another go. I remember the first time I saw someone die in video games, I was playing Sonic playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and no character dies more satisfyingly than Sonic. It's kind of fun because you find out. If you don't know the rules of Sonic the Hedgehog, you find
out fast.
Well, that's the thing, is a little bug's coming towards you, and you're like, well, that's a little bug, and I'm a cool hedgehog, I'll be fine. No. And it's great. I like the noise that he makes. I like watching Mario die. I suspect this might not be why other people play it, but I play games to kill the main character.
But that's a good...
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah, of course. And of course, Dutch likes watching the main character die. Spoilers.
And mangoes and yeah.
And mangoes.
So do you think that's like increased, like pumped up for games like the Soulsborne games where dying is part of it? Do you like the Soulsborne games? Or?
I hate the Soulsborne games. I despise them. My wife watched me play Bloodborne in the house, and just after 4 minutes went, never again. You are never playing this game in the house again. And I was like, but why? It's a third-person action adventure. You love God of War. And she was like, yes, John. But in God of War, what happens is Kratos kills other people. In a Soulsborne game, what happens is you are repeatedly killed and eventually learn not to do that. And that is boring for other people to watch. And she's wrong because it works on Twitch, but nevertheless.
On Twitch, perfectly. In a household.
In the terms of the joy of our marriage, no. We like games where you do very well for a while and maybe you die by accident and then you come back.
Slipping off a cliff.
Yeah. Like you're old enough to remember the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games.
I'm more than old enough.
Right, you'll remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Some of you were alive when it was popular. Right, okay. The Teenage Mutant Ninja, one child down the freaking... No, I don't know what this is. They're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The clue's in the title, sweetheart. Anyway, what happens is, when you're watching an episode of the show, right, the turtles get in a fight, they always win. They always win the fight. So when I was a kid, I'd play a Turtles game, and I wouldn't win. I go, well, this is wrong, because this isn't the feeling I want. I want to be a guy with a big stick, raising hell and taking names, and not what I was, which was a 9-year-old with sweaty fingers who was crap at everything.
You just want to wipe out turtles?
Yes.
Is this the takeaway from this?
That's all I want to do. Welcome to the Turtle Genocide panel. It's a pleasure to be with you. Everyone will be provided with a free turtle and a hammer at the end. Yes! And tuberculosis. You know tuberculosis, but you don't know the Ninja Turtles? Oh, if I wasn't friend, this is your father, and he has raised you wrong. Right.
TBNT.
I see. To be determined.
Tuberculosis, mutant turtles.
Okay.
So, to tie it back to your day job.
Oh, yes.
What do you think? There's like a link between people who like things like Soulsborne games and heckling events. Do you think there's kind of like do I use the word kink? I've used the word kink now already. Of like people who like to die in video games, but who also like to be to have a comedian demolish them from a heckle.
Most hecklers don't like to be demolished. They don't think it's going to happen. Why? Because hecklers are just enthusiastic people. Like, it's very rare. Like, you meet someone who's actually trying to destroy you. Like I met a guy once who, when all the comedians came in, he went, "Oh, you boys better watch out, because I'm a professional heckler." And I went, "Okay." Like, I don't know.
What does that mean?
Well, that's it. I was like, who is giving this man money? We're not being paid for this crap gig. What's going on? Right. And the whole night goes by. Bear in mind, it's a 2-hour show, right? I'm at the end and I'm jumping, and I'm screaming and doing all my stuff, right? And I'm looking at the professional heckler in the back of the room, and he just does nothing. Like nothing. And then when the show's over, I walk past him and he goes, "Oh, but imagine the things I could have said."
So it's like potential heckle.
Well, that was the thing. I've never wanted to just run a man over with a car more than that guy. But yeah, most hecklers are just people who are a little bit enthusiastic. And I do Comic Con, so I know a thing or two about somebody just being like, I am matching what you're saying. Yes, not a bad thing. But as for whether there's a tie between people who like getting destroyed by comedians and destroyed in video games, I hope so, because it's really paying.
It's
my
a real
mortgage.
niche.
It's
like
working well.
coming down to a fine point.
That's the thing. If you want to get trodden on by a video game and you can't afford OnlyFans, you come to John Robertson. There we go.
If that was like the worst heckle, like your professional heckler is probably one of your worst heckles.
All heckles are boring. Like realistically,
None of them stood out at all. Like there's not been a best one.
I mean, like people stand out. You know, like
just very tall with a big hat.
Jesus Christ, you say people stand out, and then just out of nowhere, whatever that is. Hello.
That's Ornstein and Smell.
This is what happens if you see an Oscar through a distorted mirror. This is amazing. No, I mean, like in terms of I've gotten heckled at Comic Cons, which is kind of fun. Like the first MCM Comic Con I ever did, you don't know what it is until one of the giant, like a wood elf, like from Skyrim, who is about 9 feet tall, walks on stage with you and just hits you in the throat with their sword. That was a pretty good heckle.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Sort of heckle borderline assault.
Well, straight up. And then to make it worse, they had a mate who was a Jack Sparrow cosplayer. Right. And there's nothing in the world as tedious. And if there are any Jack Sparrow cosplayers here, you know what I'm saying. You're tiresome. I'm just telling you. If you had any balls, you'd be Deadpool, right? Just because it's always this kind of, I'm actually a creepy sex pest. And so I've just been hit in the throat by a wood elf and I can't talk, right? And they come up to me and they're like, we shouldn't have done this. And I'm like, no, you know. And of course, what's happened is it's a Comic-Con, so security are just sort of watching on going, yeah, go on, nerds, enjoy yourself. You know, I'm not getting involved in this. You know, save it for the forum, boys.
So is your, well, I've got a question written down, is what would be your advice, like if someone is thinking of heckling? I'm guessing that it's just don't.
My advice, if someone's thinking of heckling, is consider what you want to do with the rest of your life. And probably
the weight of shame on your shoulders.
Well, straight up, because it's like, people don't realise this. It's like, if I go and do a show, the worst thing that can happen is it goes really badly and maybe there's some footage and it's a bit embarrassing, right? And all it really means is that maybe I don't come back to that town for a while, right? If you heckle me in my show and you live in that town and you've got a bunch of friends with you and I destroy you, you still have to live in that town. And all of your friends saw you get destroyed. And you live among those people as they're like, hey, get a load of bin juice over here. Hey, bloody bin juice or whatever the hell it is. I mean, there's a guy who heckled me in Cambodia who will never forget that he did that.
Just the scars run deep.
Well, straight up, because finally someone in Cambodia suffering. The idea. But yeah, like he came to 2 shows in a row and he was incredibly rude. And worst of all, he was rude off stage, like properly bad to me. Okay, and this happens so rarely. Like, I don't meet that many people and everyone I meet is lovely. Like we just did a meet and greet. Everyone was super nice. This guy had just come to see Darkroom in a Cambodian burger restaurant. Right. I'm pleased to say we have more people at this than we had at that. And my God in heaven, he comes up to me and he goes, this is after the show, and he goes, yeah, you know, you're lucky. I'm like, well, did you just see the show? All right. He's like, you're lucky, mate. You're lucky you had that idea when you did, because I had a similar idea. And I was like, okay, man. All right, well, that happens. And he goes, it's not even special. There's a guy in London who does it. And I just went, I am the guy in London. And just sort of walked past. But then the next night, he came up in the next show.
Did he tell you the same thing?
I was doing stand-up. Oh, yeah, no. He did it before the show, and then during the show he heckled. And was just astonished when I just tore him apart for 20 minutes. And then when it was done, this was the worst part. Because he'd asked a really personal question about mental health. Like, not like, are you crazy? Like a properly end-of-life thing. Yeah. And it was horrible, right? And then what happens is he comes up afterwards and goes, hey, are we all right?
Yeah.
And I literally went and turned around, right? And my opening act leant over and just went, Mr. Robertson would like you to go. And what I found out was, because we left, we went off, but he stuck around that party.
Right.
And everyone had seen him be a jerk.
Oh my God.
So everyone turned their back on him in that community for like a week. So, you know, that's the thing. It's like, you're out with your friends, behave well with your friends, have a nice time. I want people to come and see me and go, wow, that guy on stage is a bit of a dickhead. Not, wow, my friend is a fool, you know. So
Well, that's the thing. It's like, why would you spend good money to like just insult someone who is going to just demolish you?
I mean, sometimes they just want to play.
Yeah.
Like I get that all the time. Like if you go back to
They're feeling silly.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you can tell when people are being silly. But like when I go back to Australia, that's just how Australians talk. So like, I mean, I'll show you. So I'll give you an example, right? You fella, right? I'm just going to walk past you. I'm just using you because so help me God, you look like all of our historical bushrangers in Australia, right? Just for a second, you're me. Oh, you're going to stand up? Yeah, go on.
John's had immediate second thoughts.
Yeah, right. Do you want to lie across some chairs and take up more space? Right. Now, this is manspreading. Now, what happened was, right, this is how Australians are, right? So it was after COVID, right? The world had opened back up. I had gone back to Melbourne, right? Hadn't been in Melbourne in years, okay? And literally, you know, the whole planet was shut down, right? I'm walking along and I watched this guy. Oh no, that was it. I was standing around and this guy just walks past me out of nowhere and just goes, "I've always hated you," and then just walks off.
Wow.
And I was there like, who was that? You know, who was that? And then years later, that was pre-COVID. After COVID, right, the world's opened up again. And he's literally it's the start of PAX Australia, biggest convention in the country, right? And this guy's going, wow, it's so great to see everyone. Oh, of course, John's fucking here, you know? And you're just like, what is this? It turns out I was the best man at his mate's wedding. Yeah, he's never gotten over it.
I was going to say, you just holds it with a chip on the shoulder, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
he's probably dead now. Good.
it was
Tuberculosis. Yes. I'm so sorry, that's the unexpected catchphrase of the show. Tuberculosis. Free tuberculosis for everybody, friends. Yay. Also, MF Doom is here. Hey, man. All right.
Split Screen brought to you by tuberculosis.
No. Tuberculosis brought to you by SplitScreen.
Well, yeah.
Hey, it's retro.
We're a
Bring it
vector
back.
now. So, with video games, obviously, they translate for you like as a good subject matter for your comedy. Do you think video games generally handle comedy well?
Oh, I think they can.
Yeah.
I think when video games are funny, there's almost nothing funnier. Like Portal. Portal was good. Portal and Portal 2, I found myself genuinely getting mummy issues just from a toaster. You know, it was incredible. I was like, is the cake a lie? How can you do this to me? I didn't even mind being burnt to death, right? Yeah, like it can be funny. Like some of the dialogue writing in video games is so sharp and so funny, and writing so many different things in the dialogue tree I really admire. But also when there's something funny in gameplay, because like if comedy is about surprise, then cool, we're playing GTA Online. I blow up someone's car accidentally. How fun, you know? I show up, I'm in a weird outfit, and I stab you. How fun, you know? Like I don't get sick of that, like at all, you know. And also like I mean, it would be terrible to say that gaming doesn't handle comedy well when things like Goat Simulator exists.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, well, you can just be insane and just have a wild time doing that. So yeah.
So do you think what was the last time a video game made you laugh, like intentionally? Was it like there's a definite line there of like something like Goat Simulator, because I'd agree absolutely that's a perfect example of like and GTA where you hit like something and the physics just pings you across the map and stuff like that. But is there something that like a bit of writing that you thought, bloody hell, that's really good?
Well, I mean the one that sticks out for me, because like you hear it for like, you know, if you're doing cons and you're running around in fandom, you hear the good dialogue from people talking before you find it in the game. Yeah. Right. So I used to really like the sword fighting in the Monkey Island.
All right. Yeah.
You know, like, you fight like a dairy farmer. That's appropriate. You fight like a cow. Wah! And you're like, it's some good PG level humor right there. It's happening. But yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I'll tell you the last time being in a video game made me laugh. This was fun. So I'm in a game that's coming out called Stage Fright.
Amazing.
It's from the people who did Overcooked.
Oh, wow.
So everything else is subject to an NDA, but I'm very happy about this.
That's all right. These people were fine. They're all covered by it.
Please wish listed on Steam.
Stage fright. Yeah, I watched it during the Game Awards when they did the launch.
Yes, yeah,
That
yeah.
was great because it was really fun. I'm like, that's the game I'm in. Am I in the trailer? No.
Well, this
But-
is the thing. I'm sure I saw
Yeah,
that trailer, and it's like,
Yeah,
I'm
cute
sure I would
little
know
figures
that.
running around.
Yeah.
But this is what made me laugh. So I'm playing this character, and without giving any like spoilers of what it is or whatever, I'd done a lot of prep for it, like a lot of character work. I'd worked super duper hard. And I showed up and they're like, all right, John, tell us what you're thinking. And I was telling them, I gave them this whole backstory. And you British people, you just sit there and you nod and you really think you're doing the right thing. You know, like I'm like, well, okay, they're loving it. They're digging it. It's happening. And I started doing it and they let me do it for like a whole 5 minutes. They let me do the way I was doing it. And then they went, yeah, when we cast you, we meant, can you behave more like you do? Like with shouting and unpleasantness. I was like, fine.
That's not fair.
No,
Unpleasantness.
Oh,
So shouting, I can kind of see.
The second I started doing that, it was so much better. I have exceptionally limited acting range.
But that's really good direction, though. Is shouting and unpleasantness.
Can you just scream? Perfect. Really good. Really good. And hey, remember the... Oh, there he is. I love the bouncers here. There we go. Is there a nerd-related emergency? Okay, yes, please.
So, part of what you did, particularly
Sorry,
over
I just realised. Ratchet and Clank, yes?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. It's taken me ages. I just thought you had a Pikachu hat. I'm so sorry. Oh, in the back.
Clank
Okay.
on the back as well. That's
Well,
amazing.
There we go.
That's
Oh,
amazing
what-
cosplay.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And hello. Hello to you. Yes, you. I don't know what you're dressed as, but it's amazing. You're not the Joker, but steampunk. What are you? Oh, I say that just as Heath Ledger's Joker bloody walks by. Folks,
What are the chances?
yeah, there's a hospital exploding somewhere. There we go. Fine. My God, isn't this amazing? You never get attendance on the NHS anymore, but now. Yes. Sorry, what are you dressed as?
Uta from One Piece.
Uta from One Piece. Outstanding. I'm just going to run away because there's 600 episodes and I haven't watched one. Right.
There's
Please.
time. So part of like you mentioned sort of about like the COVIDian times kind of thing, and streaming is obviously like a big part of that. And how important was streaming for you as someone who is like, you know, a big part of your career is obviously in front of living, breathing audiences kind of thing, as we have here.
Yes.
How important has streaming been in your career generally and over the last few years?
Oh, I love streaming. Like, do you guys watch streams at all? Yeah. I love streaming because like when you do a show, you connect to people during the show, right? But it's not you know, like it's your persona and it's your show that's connecting, right? And then you meet people afterwards, and by that nature, it's limited. Like you know, like you can have a really good interaction with somebody, but you're only there 5-10 minutes, or you're there all night pissed, and they're really sick of you by the end of it. Like, oh, I went to go shake John Robertson's hand. I was still there. He was telling me something about his mum for a while. Jesus, you know. But streaming is by its nature so intimate and so removed. And it's incredible. Like if you're streaming and you got 100 people there, like pretty much anything up to 100, right? You can talk to everyone individually who wants to talk to you, right?
You should work it like a party
Straight
in like
up.
a room kind of thing.
Yeah. Hey man, that's great. You're talking about, yeah, that's excellent. All right. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like female streamers particularly are really good at this. Like just really good at taking the suggestion, registering it, laughing at it, and moving on, right? Whereas I tend to, you know, when I've seen something that I didn't like because I've already screamed at the camera, possibly before the dialogue's shown up in anyone's Twitch chat. So I just seem to be mental, which during COVID really worked because we all were. But once you're starting to get into like the high hundreds,
Yeah.
you know, the thousands, it's one of the most exhilarating styles of performance in the world. Now, I know that a lot of Twitch, you know, particularly can be someone sitting there, hey, chat, yeah, here we go now. I'm just, doing the thing, you know, barely acknowledging when they've been raided or something. But if you are staring straight down the barrel of the lens at the people, right, reading the words, and someone brings you an extra audience,
Yeah.
it goes through you, and you celebrate, and then they're happy and you're happy, you know. and it feels bloody amazing, and you don't have to leave your house and get on a bus for 6 hours. It feels incredible.
Yeah, you don't have, because you've been traveling all over, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
New
like,
Zealand and
well,
everywhere.
like when we did, here's the big difference, right? If I do a charity show live, we can raise a couple of £1,000s,
Yep.
right? If I do a charity show on Twitch and I say, right, for 48 hours, we're doing the dark room, we're going to have global front page, we're going to do this, we can raise tens of thousands and millions of people see it.
Amazing.
And by the end of that, you're exhausted, but you feel great. So, yeah, I wouldn't change that for the world.
So with the, like, those sorts of streams, particularly like the marathon type ones, what would you kind of say is, what would be your advice? This is
What's the question?
This is a psychological part of the show where
This man would not be able to fit on this couch. He would exceed the limits of the couch. Right. I'm just saying that if the... Yes? Oh, you want a spoon? Oh, come on. Yeah, get up here. Yeah, come on. Yeah, go on, lie down. Yeah, we're just going to test the limit.
Just about. Well, we said that they were doing well, but, this has taken a turn, and I'm
that better be a thumb. Right. Hi, mate.
Hello.
What's your name?
Jack.
Jack. Yeah,
Hi, Jack.
right. Please don't live up to that verb.
So, this is by far and away the most unusual way I've interviewed anyone.
He's mine now.
So, I'm trying not to look at you because I'll just crack.
No, please look at us.
I'll stare you
Very
intently in the
beautiful. Please
eyes.
look at us.
Both of you at the same time. So when you do your marathon live streams, what would be your survival tips and tricks?
I actually can't do that. It genuinely got too hot.
in every conceivable way.
Thanks, brother. Okay. See you, man. Can we give Jack a round? That was the shortest relationship I've ever had. That's not true. Right. Now, okay, survival tips for marathon streams.
Yes.
The best...
Because it's the 48 hours.
Yeah,
it's like
I've done
longest,
3 48-hour streams.
which is amazing.
And there are no breaks. We're just there for 48 hours, right? Doing the dark room, messing around with people. Here are the things that you do. You get yourself a good team behind you, as in have people with you in the house. Make certain that they're there, right? If you've got an audience that wants to watch you, what a motivator that is, right? Tell everyone you know that you're doing this. Make absolutely certain everybody knows, right?
Yep.
Load up on
Carb
sugar,
load.
protein, caffeine, anything that ends in "ine," right? Actually, not anything, but yeah. And then just go, right? And like, the best thing that'll buoy you along is the people watching and watching donations come in. That will keep you going on a marathon show. I once knew a guy who, this was his marathon, right? We had 2 charity marathons going, right? I had darkroom with a bunch of guests, global front page set up, all of this, right? This other guy, and I thought it was admirable, he was just going and playing Minecraft and chipping away at an invincible block for 24 hours, right? No guests, just that guy doing that. To no one's great surprise, 4 hours into my stream, his channel raided me. Because, of course, it was just a man alone doing this and eventually going, I've actually got a life to live.
There's a real metaphor for, for something.
Well, I mean, literally, he'd hit it on the nose. We were all isolated during COVID, didn't feel like we could do anything. And here's this one guy going, maybe this isn't it.
Maybe this was a bad choice.
Yeah, so if you want to do a marathon show, look, surround yourself with love. Right? Surround yourself with love and a bit of attention. And this might be a terrible spoiler of what motivates me to do anything. And it will just keep you going.
Yep.
And that's the answer. And also this, if you're 2 hours in, this was so embarrassing. If you're 2 hours in to a 50-hour marathon and you've got tons of people that you've arranged and all of this, and you start feeling like you've got a hernia, right? Literally, like you start feeling like the inside of your guts are about to explode, right? And you're like, oh God, it's over. I can't, no, we've got to cancel everything. I've got to go to the hospital. Oh God, this is terrible. It is a horrible feeling to have one of your female streamer mates lean over and go, have you tried farting? And it was wind.
Was it?
Yeah,
Not-
that was literally it. I was like, we nearly cancelled a charity show
Wow.
on account of a trapped fart. I went for a walk down the bottom of the stairs, and then everybody heard, and they were like, I think it's going to be okay. Also,
It's
a
a
new
boy.
pope's been elected. Right.
So, well, I think that's really good advice because it is. I've done a few streams like that,
Yeah.
nowhere near that length of time,
That's all
and
right.
it is just. But yeah, it's like 6-7 hour ones, and I know how much that takes out of you. So like Herculean effort doing anything over that is just like I can't get my head around
Well,
it.
it's worth doing.
Yeah.
But also, you do it once.
Yeah,
If you're ever going
or
to do...
3 times.
Well, no. If you're ever going to do a stream that's 24 hours, do it once. Do it one time, get it out of your system. Don't do it again. Right? 3 48-hour plus streams it was a stupid idea. I at one point discovered I hadn't lost anything. I had gained the ability to stay awake for 24 hours without realizing. And I found this out at Glastonbury, which was a perfect place to find it out. But literally it was this, man, I'm at Glastonbury. This is amazing. I'm going to go to a shot. I'm doing that. I did that. I did. It's been 36 hours. I don't take drugs and I don't really drink. Oh dear.
Oh.
Wait, guess where I crashed? Guess where I finally crashed? In the line to leave Glastonbury. And at Glastonbury, what they do is they make you line up, right, and they make you walk around a field for 6 hours until a bus is ready to take you. So this is what happens. I'm walking with everybody, and I just go
God.
down, right? When I woke up, everyone I knew just kept walking. That was it. They're like, leave him.
We'll just leave him in the field.
That,
it's
that
fine.
was the one.
And
Yeah,
they came back the next year, still there.
they didn't book me again.
So we're going to go to some AUTOFIRE questions now. You don't have to answer them fast.
Okay.
No, it's just these are the questions that gamers ask other gamers.
Sure.
Just to find out what makes them tick. What's your first video game memory?
My first video game memory is my father explaining to me that I couldn't play Alley Cat on our green and black computer because it kept breaking the computer. That was nice. It was before there was a word for crashing. So it was like, oh, stop doing that. The computer doesn't work. So there was that. But then my next memory is going to a mate's place and seeing the original Sonic the Hedgehog and going, this is amazing. And then 5 minutes later, because they were all teenage boys and I was 7, they got sick of Sonic and they put on the OG Mortal Kombat. What a day. What a day.
What a time to be alive and then
it was amazing.
die repeatedly.
Oh, it was adorable. I've mentioned Sonic the Hedgehog and now the Mario brothers have shown up. In
Oh, they know. They've got a hotline to it.
genuinely looking so much like two Joseph Stalins. This is amazing. Yeah. So I remember like Sonic running through things, rings popping, all of this, and then some teenage boys being like, let's rip off each other's heads, you know.
What's your favourite game of all time?
My favourite game
Game of all time, yeah.
Oh, it's Sonic 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a belter
I
as well.
love Sonic 2, but also sometimes it's Golden Axe.
Yeah.
I love a bit of Golden Axe. I don't ever get sick of Street Fighter.
Yes.
Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, any of the Street Fighter alphas, they work. If it's got pixels and they're kicking each other, I'll be there.
You're there.
Yeah.
They're good shouts because I think there's something about those classic Sega games, that sort of era of Sega game that's just like men of a certain age, particularly.
Ow! How dare you?
Well, no, you're considerably younger
it's
than
a real
me, so
pleasure to be here with you in the High Hairline Club. Mate. It's fine, all right. But look, okay, this is my hope, right? Like when I look at video games, I see pixel art, right, and I go, "That's what a video game looks like."
Yep.
Okay, that sings out to me. This is how games are meant to look, right? And then I see people a bit older than me getting excited by 8-bit games and like British microcomputers and stuff, and I'm like, "Well, you people are objectively wrong. Those graphics look like crap. What are you talking about? 16-bit is where it's at." And so help me God, if I ever see like a Gen Z kid being like, "What is this? No, these pixels are terrible. We want this photorealistic thing." I will kick them to death. Or more to the point, I will jump. Are you about to? Tuberculosis for the front row. I will jump on them and get a coin. You know. That's right. Oh, actually, they don't carry cash. Bloody cashless society. God, you can't even mug a Gen Z kid anymore. Oh, what have you got? Have you got a coin?
Oh, the coins that we put
Amazing.
there. Yeah.
We're going to get the Mario Brothers back. Yes. Let's go. It's murder time.
So,
Now-
what would be it, like? It doesn't have to be a specific game that's been announced or anything like that. And you have mentioned Stage Fright already. But if you had a perfect future game, what would it be?
Yeah.
You can't just say Stage Fright featuring.
I want to be in Baldur's Gate 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I want Astarion to have a cute little friend, and I want to be that.
Wait.
So help me God, because I'm an incredibly lazy man. And I love performing at conventions, and all I want to do is have a job that means I can just do that, right?
Just turn up.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I could, if I was in Star Trek, I'm like, put me there for 5 seconds, 2 lines of dialogue, I get shot. Yes,
Bring your
that'll
own red
be fine.
shirt.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'd like to be in a Baldur's Gate game. I'd like to be in something. Oh God, I failed a mocap audition the other day.
Right.
This was awesome. This was really good. They messaged, they're like, okay, we're looking for people who've done mocap before. I did it one time. Like, sure. They only captured me above the shoulders, so it's just that. But fine, I could do mocap. This is what they said. We want athletes. I thought, I've lost you. I've lost you there. We need athletes and ex-military people. And you're going to be playing a cyborg soldier.
Right.
So we need, like, this running cycle, this really intense running cycle. So I go out to my backyard, right? And I film myself running. I've seen the footage, and it's just a man. It's just a man having a little jog in his yard. It's pretty embarrassing. And then I did a con not too long later, and there was a mocap guy on stage, like big American guy, and he's just there, and he's like, okay, so this is how you do a run cycle. And he's showing the whole thing, and I was like, I did none of that. I'm not getting that job. Also, I'm mates with the director, and I'm like, I'm not telling him I auditioned. I hope he never saw it.
Okay, so what's your go-to gaming snack? If you're playing games, what would you have by your side? Have I broken you? I didn't expect that one to be the one that broke you.
I'm laughing because the answer is a woman. There we go. Hush. No, my go-to gaming snack. Oh, you get yourself some of them Chicago Town pizzas. Yeah, you get some of them, that deep dish, you put that in there. Oh, it says 20 minutes, put it in for 25, make it crusty at the top. Yeah, that's a time. Or what I would eat when we used to rent the Mega Drive from the video store, and my mum would make me noodles with cheese. Nice. It's just macaroni cheese with less than you imagine. It's just cheese on top of noodles, and it's perfect.
And then final proper question.
Okay.
Who is the best dressed video game character?
Ooh, the best dressed video game character. When we genuinely have cosplayers sitting there. Yeah. Dutch is the best dressed.
Yeah?
Yeah, straight up. Waistcoat in the middle of the bloody Dust Bowl. Fancy. Yeah. I think anyone, like any character you're playing in a third person action adventure towards the end of it.
When you got all the...
You know, I have swanned around in Red Dead Redemption 2 like crime pays. Good fun.
Nice. I think it's a really good choice. So what have you got coming up next? What's next for
I've got to,
John Robertson?
I got to go and do the UK Games Expo, and then I'm on tour. The Dark Room remains on tour for the rest of the Infinity. It's never going off the road. I've got the Edinburgh Fringe, and then... and then I've got a new show called John Robertson Plays with the Audience, which is like gamer stand-up and dirty ukulele songs and improv. And that goes on tour from October all around the UK.
And people can find you on your online as well?
Yeah. You can find me at thejohnrobertson.com. That's got all my links, all my stuff. Come on down, see a man swear offensively. I would have done that a lot more, but I can literally see the children walking by.
Won't someone think of the children?
Want to do it more. I am thinking of the children, but not in an unnatural way. Right.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of this. I think we're kind of on time.
Really?
I think so.
Good Lord.
I reckon so.
What a miracle.
Yeah, I know. We're more prompt than Spider-Man. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, brother.
And
it's good
thank
to be
you.
with you. Also, before we wrap up, do you all know Insert Coin Clothing? Yeah? Yeah, you absolutely have to. If you want genuinely
well-designed gaming apparel, you go to Insert Coin Clothing. I have
Oh,
so
you're
much
so
stuff.
kind.
No, I literally built a character on Twitch based off a shirt I bought from
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I made my character divorced Aussie dad because of your Last of Us thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, this man is
It's
a genius.
perfect as well. It's
and
such
you
a
will-
great character.
Thank you very much. But yeah, this man is a genius, and his shop is genuinely excellent.
Aw.
Except no substitutes. Insert Coin Clothing.
Oh, thank
There
you
we
so
go.
much, John.
You're very welcome.
Thank
man.
you.
No worries.
And thank you all for
brother.
coming. Thank you all for watching.
Hey! Do you love video games? Us too! Insert Coin has been creating unique official gamer gear since 2010. From Ace Attorney to Yakuza, Cyberpunk 2077 to Astrobot. Represent your favourite games in style at www.insertcoinclothing.com. SplitScreen, powered by Insert Coin.